Good morning. I'm Lars Olson, and I'll be your host for today's Quiet Echo. I want to tell you about a Friday evening in Champaign, Illinois. The race starts, the runners go. Barry Dickerson goes too, but not at a run, he walks. His legs move, his arms swing, his breath comes in the spring air smelling like cut grass and somebody's backyard grill. The other runners pull ahead. He does not pick up the pace, he walks. He crosses the finish line. Somebody is there, the kind of people who show up at finish lines for someone they love, hands in the air. He finishes. They cheer. Then they all go to Aspen Tap. Beer, burger, plenty of laughs, a perfect night. Back on December 3rd, Barry Dickerson took what the Champaign News-Gazette called a knockout punch. I do not know exactly what happened to him. What I know is what followed. Daily therapy, a slow climb, a high water mark of 7.8 miles walked in a single day, and then Friday's 5K. 5 months from the punch to the finish line, he walked every step. He said, "We all have two options. You can wallow in self-pity or pick yourself up and push forward." That's what I decided to do. When I read those words, I did not think of Champaign. I thought of Cedar Valley. I am a bishop. I run a hardware store. Between those two things, I see most of this town at some point, and I have learned something about December 3rds. Not the date, the moment. The morning after the knockout punch, when a person stands in the rubble of something and chooses. The two options Barry named are real. I have watched people choose both. There is a man whose marriage ended after 31 years. He did not see it coming. He came into the store the week after, bought a table saw he did not need, and spent 3 weekends building a workbench in a garage with no one to show it to. He came back for more wood, then more. The projects are real now. He still eats alone, but his hands are busy and his eyes are forward. He told me last week he has been sleeping better. He chose. There is a couple whose last child left for college in August and who sat in a house full of quiet for 2 months before one of them said, "We need to do something with this." They started delivering meals for the food bank on Thursdays, then Saturdays. They told me they feel more useful now than they did when the house was full. They are not filling the empty. They are building something new in it. They chose. And then there is the man who retired 18 months ago and who is not fine. He will tell you he is fine. He is not fine. He has the time and the health and the means, and he is wasting away in a comfortable chair doing nothing much, buying small things he does not need, staying at my counter longer than the purchase requires. He is on the edge of his December 3rd, and he has not yet chosen which way to fall. I see him. I pray for him. I wonder sometimes if anyone has told him about the two options. I am telling Cedar Valley about them now. The wallow is real. I am not pretending otherwise. When December 3rd hits a marriage ending, a house full of quiet, a body stopping cooperating, a door closing on something you thought would last, the wallow is what the body and heart ask for. You cannot skip it. You have to go through it. The question is not whether to feel it. The question is whether to get up after. Barry Dickerson got up. Every morning since December 3rd, he got up, went to therapy, and put one foot in front of the other until he was standing at a start line in Champaign on a Friday evening in April, smelling the grill smoke, ready to walk a 5K he used to run. He walked it. He did not apologize for walking it. He crossed the finish line and went for a burger. He said, "I hope to be running, one step at a time." I want to say something directly to anyone in Cedar Valley who is sitting in their December 3rd right now. The man at the dinner table, the couple in the quiet house, the person in the comfortable chair, the one who has been fine for so long they have forgotten what wanting something feels like. You have two options. Barry named them. You already know which one leads somewhere. You do not have to run the 5K. You can walk it. You can sign up for the thing you used to do and show up at a slower pace. You can buy the lumber and build the workbench and not show it to anyone yet. You can say to the person next to you, "We need to do something with this." You can go to the counter and stay longer than the purchase requires, until someone sees you standing on the edge and says something. Cedar Valley, you may be a Barry. You may know one. You may be the person at the finish line with your hands in the air for someone who walked the whole course. Or you may be the man in the comfortable chair. And this is me telling you about the two options. All of it counts. Every step. If you are somewhere in your own December 3rd, or if you know someone who is, the Cedar Valley News Facebook group is where neighbors come when they need to not be alone with it. Come tell us where you are. I will put the link in the show notes. This is Lars Olson, your host for today's Quiet Echo. Thanks for listening. This quiet echo is part of the fictional Cedar Valley News series written by Evan Swenson, publisher, Publication Consultants, and Claude Marshall, AI developmental editor. While the people and town of Cedar Valley are fictional, Barry Dickerson and his story are real, as reported by the Champaign News-Gazette on April 28, 2026.
You've been listening to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where small-town voices meet the headlines shaping our world. From faith and family to front porches and fields. We'll be back with more stories connecting real lives to real events. Until next time, keep your porch light on, your faith strong, and your heart open. This is Cedar Valley News.